your rain to fall on me. We are in your presence. Let it rain. Oh, your rain. Jesus. Let it fall on me. We're in your presence. Hey, let it rain. Oh, your rain. The floodgates in abundance. In abundance. And cause your rain. And cause your rain.
Viewers, my name is Dr. Udechi Ichuku. Welcome to our first evening session. And I thank you all so much for being with us in the morning session. May I invite our moderator, Dr. Stella Henry, to continue.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Coordinator, sir. I appreciate you having me as your moderator for today's program. May I start from my right to invite Dr. Chica to please talk to us. I would like you to stay on education. Thank you.
Wow, Dr. Lento, your in-depth analysis are very interesting and enlightening. Thank you so much, sir. You see, education is indeed a powerful weapon. No wonder Madiba, South African first black president, Nelson Mandela, once said, with education as a powerful weapon, the world can be changed. As believers and as scholars, we have the responsibility of bringing change to our generation. I've been inspired to further seek for knowledge in so many areas in order to impact people, to make a difference, to build personalities of value. I have gone as far as taking Montessori courses to be able to impact onto small children, little growing children, bringing them into good children, good adults in life, and that way it is education that pushed me into doing that. I can speak and communicate confidently. This is also the product of knowledge that I acquired, and it has led me here into SSBI, where we give life a meaning. So you are molded here to be creative. You are molded to be productive, to be technologically inclined and resourceful. So I urge you to please take this opportunity to act. Run with your vision till your purpose and goal is defined. You understand? It is not just coming here to say, okay, you want to acquire one certification. Acquire the certification, but run with your vision, because there is always a purpose why you embark on a journey. And you're embarking on a journey today for a purpose. And that purpose and that goal, you need to define it at the end of it all. And I want to encourage you today, please give your life a meaning. It is very, very important. Education changes so many things. It turns you into a different being entirely. It doesn't make you think like the rest or every other person. It differentiates you in the midst of many. You are differentiated easily. You are recognized to be somebody of difference. So I want us to let education expose us to enlightenment. Education make us emotionally.
That was wonderful. Also, from my left side, I want to invite my able Dr. Francisca Benyogo Etoku to talk to us. I would like you to stay on character. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ambassador, for having me. My name is Francisca Etoku Benyogo. Good evening, everybody. We were talking about character, and that's where we're talking about. And I talked about the quote from the esteemed president of the United States of America, and that's where we stop. So I'm continuing with that and looking at the quote. That reputation is just but a shadow which follows the man who moves towards the sun. Pursuing reputation at the end, I'm not saying that character may be better as you keep going. And now that you're in school, for those of us that are already coming to SSBI, we're tend to characters being molded as we learn. And for those that are living, their characters were taken with us that we already have but already renewed. So character is a solid foundation on which a person's entire life is based. History has known over time about character, and character will make a way for you. It affects everything in your life. Character is that tree, and the habits are the seed that you sow as you go. If you invest it in good habits, you will reap character, and you invest in character that will reap in destiny. So keep sowing good seeds as you keep going out, and keep sowing good seeds as you're in school, and you find that you're really going to make good things out of it. Character is so much to be talked about. It has to do with the mental ability, ethnical traits, and that makes a person actually refers to the unique qualities that are built into individual's life and which establish you in whatever thing you're doing. Well, thank you again for having me, Mr. Moderator, and I look forward to seeing you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Coordinator, for having me again tonight. Stella Henry here. This evening, I'm still talking on character, and I want to make this scenario. When I was in a certain church, I figured that there was a pattern. These associate pastors were stealing from their general overseer, and it became like a norm. Every time somebody left and another pastor was invited, those predecessors were going to train that one to be like them, and that one too will steal. When I came to SSBI, I figured something, church administration. After I learned something in church administration, I realized that I can build the largest church in the world. And then my eyes were opened to figure that one of the problems of that church was lack of church administrator. We are expected to act on certain ethical values. School creates a challenging academic environment. So now, to help students develop character, lives will be enhanced with education. To an extent, one can agree with me that character sometimes comes from the environment you find yourself, just like the scenario that I made. When you find yourself where corruption, violence, and lawlessness are the cultural norms, such takes over you. When you move from a mafian environment to a corporate environment, you see yourself adjusting. Also, when you move from a quiet environment to like a ghetto world, you try to do what? Adjust to that environment. Law will say adjustment moveré. That's why they say, hate the player, don't hate the game.
My goodness. You people are fully loaded indeed. School of the Spirit Bible Institute has really raised firebrand leaders here. May I use my life experience to buttress what Dr. Chica has just said here. There is a popular saying that if you think that education is expensive, try ignorance. I came to America in 1998 with a certain level of education that could not afford me a better job. So I went back to school and studied a course that allowed me to have a career that is closely related to my calling as a minister of God. In Nyack University, I graduated with double majors in both psychology, and social work. Upon my graduation, I got a better paying job. However, after 5 years in that job, I went back to school to obtain a master's degree, which landed me in the job that I am doing now, getting more money and still be pastoring my church. With my doctorate degree now, doors of opportunity to impact lives and still make money are wide open. I want to thank all of you for watching. Remember, we will be